I am in now a great company because I have Dale from the Great British Pub Crawl channel join me for a chat. Just to tell me a bit more about what he does. If you don't know what he does, well, you're going to do now. I just want to say welcome to my show, Dale. Thanks for taking time out to join me today on my show.
No problem. Thanks for having me, Dan.
Great. It's wonderful to have you on board. Now, you have your own YouTube channel and know you're on social media. Where did your inspiration come from starting all this?
Well, social media and technology are things that were a little bit alien to me, but pubs aren't. So we kept seeing pubs shut on the side of the road. We drive past a beautiful pub building and it'd be closed. And we were horrified by that. We said, right, we need somebody who needs to go out there and try and just do anything they can to help raise the profile back of the great British pub, so to speak, and do what we can. So the social media kind of came. Once we've been to 100 pubs, one of my friends said, "Are you keeping a list?" I said, "Of course I'm keeping a list." He said, "Well, where is it?" I said, "Well, it's on my phone." So what use is it on your phone? Why don't you put it on Facebook? So I put it on Facebook. And then we got 1,000 people following us after about 6 weeks. Like, it's mad. So it just grew from there. And then about 4 or 5 months ago, someone said, "You really should start a YouTube channel and show people inside the pubs as well as just outside and writing about them." So we started a YouTube, and now we've got well over 1,000 followers on there. And it's mad to me. There's nearly 22,000 people following our Facebook page.
And it keeps growing and growing as well. And especially in the news as well, you keep hearing of venues closing down, nightclubs. It was in the papers about nightclubs maybe closing down. So what you do is actually admirable.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the whole reason we do it is to try and just keep what we can, keep the pubs ticking over and keep things like that. We have messages of people sometimes on Facebook that say, "Oh, I've lived in such and such a town for 20 years. I never knew that pub even existed. But now we go and we really like it, and we didn't know we could take our dog, and thanks to you, we can now take our dog down there." And yeah, that's why we do it, really, just to try and show people that sometimes what's on your doorstep, you don't even know what's there.
And when people look at your YouTube channel, they can see what towns you've visited. That it's an extensive list. You've been everywhere, haven't you?
We've been a lot of places so far. I did jokingly say to Holly the other day, my other half who does it with me, I said to her, "Oh, if we end up doing a Christmas charity single ever, I'm going to have to redo Johnny Cash's 'I've Been Everywhere' song, aren't I, to try and put the English towns in that we've done."
Yeah, that's a good
Don't worry,
spin.
there won't be a single. There won't be a single.
Brilliant. And Holly is always with you in the background, isn't she? She's never far from you in the videos.
She's never far from me. I mean, she does work a full-time job, but I work myself, so I'm lucky that I can do a little bit more than she does. She works for the council, works a full-time job as well. So she doesn't come out with me every time. If I go to a revisit a place or something like that, I go on my own. But every time we go somewhere new, she's right there with me, yeah.
Nice. And you know, when you do your videos, you're putting your videos together, is there a lot of input into what you do? It does seem like a lot of hard work, you know, when you put your videos together. You put a lot into it.
It's a lot of hard work, a lot of editing, a lot of time. And so people don't really, I suppose they think we just go on a jolly and we go to the pubs and everything else does itself. But no, the time I spend writing the reviews and doing the Facebook and then putting the videos together and everything like that, yeah, it's time consuming. It's fun, but it's time consuming.
Yeah, and it's all worth it in the end.
Yeah, very, very much so. Like I said, even if we can help one pub stay open by doing what we've done, then we've achieved something. So.
And well, like on your social medias as well, the towns and cities that you visited, you actually list where you've been, you visited, which is very helpful, like a guide.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we started to get so many people following them. We're like, "Oh, have you done such and such yet? Have you done here yet?" So I thought, right, I'll just stick out a list of where. So it's the pinned post on the top of the page now on Facebook where we've been. All the pubs that we've been to, all the towns we've been to, you can just scroll down the list and say, "Oh, yeah, they've been there, they've been there, they've been there." And then you should be able to just search it on Facebook and find the reviews easy enough. So.
And I know before last year as well, the tail end of last year, you visited like the Midlands, like, you know, you did Stratford upon Avon, you did Leamington and Spa on quiet nights, but it still goes to show you can have a great night even when it's not a Saturday.
Yeah, you can. That's the beauty of it. I mean, pubs aren't just Fridays and Saturdays. That's why so many close, because everybody thinks, "Oh, a pub or a town, you can only visit on a Friday or a Saturday." No. You need to be supporting that pub. Pubs can't survive just on Friday and Saturday trade. So if we can get out on a Thursday or early in the week or even a Sunday, we go and try and do that as well and show that, look, these pubs are open on these days. You can still have a good time. There are pubs doing things to try and bring people in on those days as well.
That's sure. And you know, when you're doing the rounds on the pubs as well, is it quite hard to keep up with, you know, when you're say like drinking alcoholic beverages, or do you like to kind of mix it up a bit, you know, have a break, you know, a soft drink here and there?
No soft drinks. Well, I mean, I set my goal as being that I would have an alcoholic beverage in every single pub we went to. So I've stuck to that so far. I do mix the drinks up. So I'm a craft beer lover now, but I mean, I'll drink lagers, ciders, Jack Daniels, I'm a fan of. Vodkas we drink. In craft union pubs or craft union, whichever part of the country you're in listening to this, they do a deal on 3 wickets for £6. You know, the blue WKDs? Yeah. So it's a running joke now that every time we go in one of them, we have to have 3 blue wickets. Cocktail bars. I'm a big pina colada fan. So, yeah, I do mix the drinks up.
Nice. I was going to ask you as well, a pub just doesn't serve alcohol. It can serve, soft drinks. It can serve alcohol-free drinks now. So there's no excuse for people not to visit a pub, even if they just want to, have a coffee or something to eat.
Absolutely. I mean, I did a joking little skit for Facebook the other day where I just said, about dry January, and just said, well, hold on, I can go to the pub and have a soft drink, or I can still go and have a meal and support the pub. Just because I'm not drinking alcohol, I mean, I am, but other people aren't, they can still go and help support the pub, and the landlord's got a family to feed as well. So the people who work in the pub, they've got lives that they need money for, and if nobody's using the pub, the hours get cut, the staff, even in these big chain pubs, don't get paid, and it's a knock-on effect. Everybody needs to get out there and do what they can to support the pubs.
That's so true.
Or we lose them.
So true that they do say that phrase, use it or lose it.
100%. 100%. That's so true, and we see it more and more.
And what do you enjoy about going around the country, visiting different towns and cities?
I mean, I've been to places now that I'd never even heard of until we started this journey. We went to a little town called Congleton on Saturday in Cheshire, just north of Crewe. I'd never heard of Congleton until people started suggesting it. We went and did Stoke-on-Trent, and people said, around this area you need to go and do Congleton. And loads of people, and I'd never heard of it, and it was wonderful. And it's nice to get out there and see different towns that I'd never heard of. It's nice to see. It's so weird as well. You go around the country and there are so many different clothing styles that are in certain towns, or the music that certain towns seem to be really heavy on. You don't hear that in other towns. It is weird to see that something that's only 20 miles, say, from another town is so vastly different. And we've seen every sort of spectrum now.
And when you're out and about as well, do you get recognised as well from the general public?
Yeah, we've started to, especially now that we're putting out where we're going. So if someone follows the page and we put up that we're going to that town that weekend, the news seems to spread like wildfire. These guys are in town. Everybody better be on top of their game or they'll get a bad review. That's not what we're about. We go to support the pubs and do what we can. Nobody needs to be on edge seeing us. As I said, 99.9% of the time, we've never seen an issue with the pubs, and we just want to try and highlight the good things that they do rather than pick at the bad.
And on the whole, it's a very positive experience for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. That's the whole point of doing it. There's no point in doing it if we're going to try and get pubs shut down, because we started by trying to keep them open. So what's the point in going out there and saying this pub's rubbish, you shouldn't go there? That's not what we want. We want to try and say, right, this pub may need a little bit of TLC, or this pub may need to put a certain type of events on to help bring customers in, but we want to try and help them do that rather than say, this pub's rubbish, don't go.
That's very good. And anything you may like to say to your followers and your fans on social media?
Just thank you, really, because without them, I mean, this is growing to a point now where this silly little idea that I had, this silly little hobby, it's taken over our lives anyway, but it's getting to the point where people are saying, look, you should do this as a full-time career. You should try and become the pub crew or the people that try and go out there and just literally throw this out there everywhere that it can be to show people and help save these pubs. So if we can do it full-time, that would be wonderful.
Brilliant. Well, Dale, I just want to say thank you very much for joining me on today's show. I think that's everything I wanted to ask you for today. And we look forward to seeing more content from you. We love what you do, and keep on at it. You can only grow and grow.
Brilliant. Thanks for having me, Dan.
Cheers, Dale, and it's been a pleasure having you on. All right.
Thanks, buddy.